Code Red finally has a release date, I see. Give me the full details.
Code Red, the release date is September 18th. I love coming out that time of year. Over the last 20 years, is you kind of experience coming out at different times and what it's like. And for me, it's really a good time. My kids are just going back to school and things are kind of going back to normal after spending the summer. And for me, my family comes first, and I appreciate the fact that they're allowing me to do what I love again and be out here again. So when Code Red drops, I'm looking forward to really promoting it and going on tour and just taking the music that I love so much back to the masses. It's a genre of music that's very important in my eyes because R&B, this is the music that we got married to, the music that some of us we even created to, born and raised to. There's a lot of heart and soul in it.
Now, production value. What are we talking here? Who do we got?
There are a lot of people that really helped to make this album everything that I envisioned it to be. I named it Code Red because I think right now for R&B music there's a state of emergency, and myself being one person, one artist, I can't change that on my own. No one is that powerful, but all of us together, I think we can make huge strides in just allowing this generation to enjoy what this music embodies, which is like a lot of love, a lot of passion, a lot of soul. You look at what Tyrese is doing, it's so important to the entire genre of music because it's reopening doors, and that's what I'm hoping to do as well. And to bring back, when my first record dropped, I was only 13 years old. So now at 34, I look back at it and I can see how important it was for our generation. So trying to reconnect with an entirely different generation of people, but the same love and the same music. So I look at it like a reintroduction. It's so many of them that don't know me, never heard of me. I was 16 by the time The Boy Is Mine dropped, and I was 18 by the time we really were into the promotion of the record. There was a lot that I learned over that span of time, and I'm just sharing all of it on Code Red.
Now, production-wise, I seen Polow Da Don in the studio with you on this.
The actual production, I brought in a lot of people that I knew understood me as an artist, me as a person, but also my history, because you have to bridge the gap. I realized after New Life that what it was lacking and what it was missing was a connection to the younger audience. It connected with Urban AC, it connected with people from my generation and older, but it left out this whole group of very influential people. And so I brought in Polow Da Don, who, because of our personal relationship, got it. He put Wayne on the first single just right for me. He went and he found writers like Jazzy that were young and intuitive that I could tell my stories to and share my poems with and share my writing with. And we flip it, telling the same stories with the same amount of passion and depth, but from a different perspective. I always confer with, regardless if Rico and I actually record records, I always, because of our friendship, I always go in and get his opinion and we work on things together. I've always made sure Dallas listened to my music as well. I worked with Pop and Oak, where I made records that are reminiscent of those like Angel of Mine and Before You Walk Out of My Life. And then I worked with Fat Boy, where we made records that are reminiscent of the records I did over hip hop, like Just One of Them Days was over backseat of my Jeep LL Cool J. So I went in a lot of different directions to get that feel that I knew we needed on this record.